Hello folks, Jose with Boats and Travel. Welcome aboard True North. True North is a 1995 Island Packet 40. This boat has been meticulously maintained. This is what I would call a Bristol boat. You're gonna love it, super clean. I never seen anything like it. And if for some reason you missed Treasure because you found it a little too late on our channel, this is your chance to get your hands on True North. Check out the description below for information on how to contact me. So with that, let's take a look at this fantastic boat. See, the Island Packet 40 has lots of room on the cockpit. It's a very comfortable layout. You can get around it very safely and very comfortably. As I'm sitting on the nav station, you have access to your windlass right from the helm station, so easy to manage. If you have to do it on your own, you can see you have great visibility to the compass, chart plotter, and your navigation instruments, your wind speed, depth, and that's your autopilot on the left hand side, which you can also control from your chart plotter. The layout of the cockpit is roomy. You have your engine instruments on this side. Sorry, there's a lot of sun, so it's a lot of reflection. You have a very deep large anchor locker, so lots of storage throughout. And on this side, on the port side, you have a shallow locker. And you can tell this is a knowledgeable sailor. He has tools to cut out the rigging in case of an emergency. You don't see that in every boat. Not everybody's prepared for those type of situations, but the owner of True North is. So that's a very nice thing. You have a rinse out here. This boat also comes equipped with a 9.9 Honda outboard 4-stroke and a Zodiac dinghy. This is a 10'11", so plenty of good size for exploring and enjoying yourself. The arch you see up here was custom built. This thing is built like a tank, and it holds your radar and your solar panels, but it's strong enough that you can climb in there. So your davits for your dinghy are mounted on that same arch. Magma grill goes with the boat. You have your life sling, and you have your Edson dinghy motor mount. Right, folks, here we're in the master stateroom on the IP40, and you can see we have a Pullman style berth. is substantial, very comfortable for two people. If I sit down and lay down, you can see that there is plenty of room. So it's a very comfortable bed, whether you're laying down or if you're just leaning, resting and reading. You have plenty of light for reading at night. There's also a great amount of storage throughout the cabin, both on the port side and right under the bed. Another very nice feature is that every locker in here is cedar lined. So your clothes is going to stay nice and dry and fresh all the time. You don't have to worry about moisture because you have cedar lining on all of this drawers and storage spaces. You can see here the sole on the main stateroom, beautifully maintained, nice and shiny and clean, fantastic. So I'm currently on the forward head. This is part of the master suite on the Island Pocket 40. And you can see that I'm comfortably inside of the head module. I have plenty of headroom for my head. I have about probably 4 or 5 inches. I'm 6 foot tall, 260 pounds. I'm getting a little smaller here, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what it feels like when you're actually here using the head. And if you have to use the toilet, it's very roomy. If you're at sea doing this, you have a place to rest your arms and kind of hang on if you're listing or not. But there's also a bench on this side for the shower, so you can sit down while you're taking a shower right on this forward head. So magnificent space, very well designed, very comfortable. This is a forward anchor locker. It's very well organized and has a great system for the windlass to drop the chain on the biggest or deepest portion of the locker, which makes it great. You're never going to have a foul up with something like this. Also, you can see the brand new chain plate installed. You can see a nice clean windlass motor. And overall, the compartment is extremely well kept and clean. Another nice thing they did on this IP is they put a nice piece of plexiglass on the door, the access door, which will keep any moisture coming from the anchor locker to permeate into the head module. So very good idea. So a couple of nice details on this head is you have a full-size toilet. This is basically household size when it comes to boats. The roll for the toilet paper is tucked away, so it's never going to get wet. This controls your macerator pump, so you need to be the captain and have the key in order to do any kind of discharge. You have a nice countertop with a lip that goes all the way around. Plenty of storage behind the stainless steel bathroom sink. You have a nice mirror vanity and plenty of port lights and hatches to let natural light into the head. Underneath, plenty of storage for your toiletries, toilet paper, cleaners, and such. As we look into the other side of the head module, you have a nice bench for taking showers. You can see the valves for the water, hot and cold, and you have your shower head. And you have another port light on the opposite side. So this head has lots of great ventilation and lighting, natural light, which makes it very comfortable. This Island packet was upgraded to a lithium house battery bank. These are CMP batteries. They're 125 amp hours each, 12 volts. And this is a very nice, clean, professional setup. Everything is labeled. There's spare fuses in the box. There's fuses all throughout the installation. So something very clean and very well done. So True North also has a very nice setup on the nav station. You have your chart plotter, which also has your radar, your AIS, and your autopilot. You have a single sideband, VHF. You have your Centrex, this is your inverter. And everything on your AC, DC panel is very well labeled. So you would never have a problem trying to figure out what's going to what or how things are set up on this boat. Very nice job. As you can see, this is a very spacious boat. Great accommodations for a couple or couple with family. You can have guests come over. Your Salon settee expands into a very nice double. This is another single berth over on your port side of the boat, and you can comfortably get 6 to 8 people sitting around the salon, enjoying cocktails, dinner, or just having some good company over. The table folds down and it opens up, so when you have people sitting at the salon, you can have everybody sitting at the table. So great for entertaining, having dinner, or keep it tucked away out of the way to make more room when you're just relaxing at the salon. Another nice thing I wanted to point out about True North is that it's meticulously maintained. This boat is very clean. You can see the Salon sole is in great condition. No moisture marks, no water bubbles. Everything looks pristine. When you look around the cabin on this boat, it's shiny on the gel coat. It's clean. You don't see any dust anywhere on this boat. This boat has been very well cared for and loved by the current owners. The stainless steel port lights are shiny and free of marks and dings. They look like they just came out of the box at the factory. They look brand new. And the overall condition of the boat is excellent. This is what I truly would call a Bristol boat. One thing I wanted to show is just one of the compartments. I'm not going to open all of them, but I wanted to show you the amount of meticulous care on this boat. You can see the compartment is completely clean and organized. You're going to see that throughout the boat if you come over for a visit. As we move aft on the Island Packet 40, the amenities continue. You have a second very large head, very comfortable. You have a second stateroom, and you have a galley. And the shape of this galley is excellent for cruising because you can brace yourself if you're heeling and you're trying to get a meal prepared. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, the guest head on the Island Packet 40 is still very spacious. Lots of headroom, lots of room around. Behind this door, there's a mirror and there's a shower curtain. So this is going to be a wet head. But you have your toilet, which very comfortable, not too low, so it's nice to be able to get in and out. Your counter has a lip, so if you put things on top of the counter while you're sailing, they're not going to slide off. And you have a cover bench back here that you put over the toilet if you want to have just a bench to sit on while you're taking a shower. So very nice design, very ergonomic. Everything has a place and it fits very well. Very nice design on the IP40. The aft cabin on the Island Packet 40 is the second cabin. It has a nice area where you can stand up upright. There's plenty of locker space. There's hanging lockers. There's storage lockers throughout the cabin. When you sit down to accommodate yourself, there's still plenty of headroom, and you can slide in, whether you're going to slide head first or you're going to slide feet first. You have room to maneuver. You also have a port light on over the bed, and you have a port light on the side and a hatch on the top. so you get a nice amount of light in here. There's also engine access compartments on this cabin. Nice thing about the engine setup is that you have 3 access points. You have panels on each side and the front of the engine, so you can get to the engine and do maintenance without having to do contortion, which is always a big thing. So let me show you a little bit about the Galley, and I'll show you a little bit about the engine. The Galley on this island packet came equipped with a refrigerator and freezer, and each one of these has its own independent cold plate. So it's very nice to have 2 independent units that you can control for temperature, or you don't need to run both. If you're doing short trips, you only need to use one. You can leave the other one off and save on power. You have a You're going to have a 3-burner propane stove with an oven. You have a nice cover, so you can turn it into counter space when you're not cooking. You have a double stainless steel sink, and you have a microwave oven. There's plenty of storage throughout the Galley for food stores or pots and pans or pretty much anything you need for your voyage. This also has a filter for your water, and you have a microwave oven. Another nice feature on this Galley is because of the design, you are enclosed and you have a safety bar where you can clip yourself with a harness if you're cooking while underway. The stove is going to be gimbal, so it's going to stay relatively flat even if you're heeling over. But you know, we're humans, so we tend to go with the flow, so we just want to strap ourselves in order to be able to cook. So overall, very safe Galley. You're not going to fly out of here in any kind of sea conditions, so it's going to be a very safe setup for this particular boat. So I wanted to give you a little preview of what a well-maintained engine looks like. There's absolutely no rust anywhere on this engine. The paint is nice and shiny, it's super clean. You can see down below on the oil pan for the engine is completely clean and dry. There's plenty of access in the Island Packet 40. That hatch over to the right hand side opens up. I'm just not opening all of them, but I just opened the front to give you a preview of what a well-maintained clean engine looks like. Over on this side, which is one of the access panels, you have your Raycor filter, you have your pumps, you have access to the oil filter. But you can see this is a very clean engine, very well maintained. Any owner would love to have this boat, just with the amount of care that it has received. One last thing I wanted to point out is that the owners of this boat have gone on and beyond in making sure that everything is labeled and easily identified. You can see the EPIR have stickers with the expiration date. We have, where to find the emergency beacon. You have the EPIR instructions for launching. As I look into other places, things as simple as your fire extinguisher, they put stickers on with the expiration dates. Over as we come to the electronics and instruments, you have the license, the call sign for your single sideband, VHF emergency channel, True North, U.S. Coast Guard number, so you can give it if you have to call. VHF made any instructions. Some they say do not, port license do not open because it's over the electronics, so you don't want to get any water in here. But all the panel is very well labeled and maintained. So you can see that this boat has been very well cared for, very well maintained. The owners went through a lot of work to make sure that everything is accessible, clean, properly labeled, and you can find what you need when you need it. By the way, if you're interested in purchasing True North, because you missed Treasure, the other island packet that we did the video on that was pristine, this is even cleaner than Treasure was. So if you were impressed with that, you're definitely going to be impressed with this. Check out my contact information below at the description of the video, and we can chat. If you enjoyed this video and would like additional information on the capabilities of the Island Packet 40, please check out the video on the link here above. If you are interested in purchasing this boat, please check out the description below for my contact information. I'll be happy to help you. By the way, if you're looking to purchase a boat and maybe Island Packet is not the size you're looking for, just 40, I have videos of other boats of different sizes and different models, different capabilities that will suit anybody's needs. So subscribe to our channel, check out the playlist listed here, and that should help you find your perfect boat. And with that, folks, thank you so much for watching. We really enjoy sharing this information with you, sharing this beautiful boats with you, and we'll see you in the next episode.